So you mean to tell me that there's another arcade game made by Capcom in the late 80s centering on a night dude in a 2D hellish dungeon environment having to beat down hordes of monsters and the undead and weird fire-throwing dudes proceeding generally upward and rightward, and if he gets hit his armor gets blown off and it's not Ghosts and Goblins? Turns out the armor getting blown off was a much more common thing, but that'll have to wait for my review of Midnight Wanderers. Nope, it's Black Tiger. Plays very similarly to Capcom's staple horror platformer franchise, but mixes it up in one or two ways. Mostly just two. The first, you can buy upgrades. Enemies dissolve into currency, which you can then use to buy extra health, better armor, or more vicious flails. The dirks you throw with each melee attack seem to be constant though. And this is crucial because the enemies grow more and more resilient with each passing stage. Those ogre-looking shield-bearing jerks that were fairly simple to dispatch in the first stage get a healthy upgrade in the second, and unless you've got an upgraded whip thingy, you're probably not going to survive. Upgrade said whip though, and they go down like the price of 100 grand bars after Halloween. They go for about 45 grand, give or take. Still, there are so many dangers. Slimes, falling rocks, spike pits, snakes, exploding treasure chests, mummies, skeletons, weird skull emblazoned spinning plate things of doom, that it'll take every last zenny you have to make it through. Man, Capcom really likes their zenny. Occasionally you'll come upon a petrified old guy who might dispense advice, cash, potions, or open up shop right then and there. And then they get the heck out because it's freaking dangerous. The second, okay, I kinda lied. The rest of the game is distressingly identical to Ghosts and Goblins, the primary difference being a little bit more player durability thanks to increased armor capacity. Also, there's the weird ladder analog climbing sections, which are pretty unique. But for the most part, Black Tiger feels like a side grade rather than an upgrade. Kinda like Gradius and Salamander. I guess you could look at this as Ghosts and Goblins 1.5 as the actual sequel, Ghouls and Ghosts, hit arcades a year after Black Tiger. It's an interesting, almost spin-off, but ultimately feels a bit too derivative for its own good, especially in the shadow of such a long-running and well-respected series. But at least it welcomes me to dungeons. I can't think of another game that has this kind of courtesy. Oh wait, Space Harrier. Never mind.